Have you ever wondered what it would actually be like to live in a post-apocalyptic, nuked-to-hell world like Fallout 4 as a regular, run-of-the-mill NPC, spending your days hunting for clean water, food, trying not to become a midnight snack for an oversized mosquito, all while somehow attempting to have a social life on top of it? How brutal would it actually to be sane in the middle of all of this madness? That's exactly what I'm here to find out, by hijacking the body of one magnificent NPC named Gary McBolt, a beautiful disaster of a man. Using mods, I bless him with every single joy of our boring human existence. Hunger, exhaustion, thirst, and other basic needs including brushing his teeth and yes, pooping too. He's a pants-on kind of guy when it happens. There's a lot more to unpack about Gary's life, and we will, but first, let's talk about this piece of paper sticking out of his boxers. Yeah, that's right, Gary, that piece of paper.
Gary, Macy's not doing good. The fever won't break. It's been 3 days now. Doc says we need meds, fast. Bring 4,000 caps, a med kit, and whatever supplies you can scrounge up. And don't even think about stopping by the bar. You know exactly how that always ends. Your Marge.
Spoiler, he does make it back to his wife and child. The real question is what it cost him to get there. Lore-wise, Gary was raised right, so he is only allowed to earn money through honest, hard work. Which means no casual murdering NPCs, no stealing, no completing quests, and absolutely no power armor. Alright, hairy guy, you'll be kissing your wife and daughter in no time. We'll just stick to the road and try not to draw too much attention.
I like it, cut G.
That worked out just perfectly. Help me! Help me! Can already see some abandoned settlement up. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck, man? Ah, now there is a giant mole with a mine on his back. Fuck! Not that I thought it'd be smooth sailing, but I didn't expect to die this randomly. I only managed to break the cycle of pain when I decided to head for the edge of the map, hoping there would be fewer dangerous mobs out there and I could find somewhere safe. And the plan started paying off almost immediately. Yeah, this is what happens when you owe the cartel 01 pesos. You're a stylish man now, Gary. Very nice. Along with the clothes, I also grabbed a pistol. But don't get too excited, it's not exactly making me more dangerous. And then I ran into survival mechanics for the first time. Thirst and hunger. I just didn't live long enough to see them. Finally, some good drink, my boy. Immunodeficient. What a fancy word. Nevertheless, luck smiled on me, and I managed to reach my first settlers, who seemed friendly enough to see me. They kindly let me use their kitchen and their little purified water fountain. But unfortunately, no matter what I ate or drank, my newly acquired stomach problems just kept getting worse, leaving me throwing up disgusting little clumps of vomitus all over the ground. And the poisoning hit so hard and so suddenly that I actually had to use steam packs just to avoid dying for no reason. For anyone who doesn't know, steam packs are basically magic cylinders that instantly heal you. Obviously, I didn't have any actual medicine yet, so the only sensible thing to do was go to sleep and call it a day with whatever I had. This is probably the part where there is supposed to be some deep, reflective monologue wrapping up my first day and everything that happened, but I can sum it up in one sentence. It sucks. It's hard. It sucks hard. And I haven't even started working yet. By the way, sleeping is also the only way I can save my progress. No quick saves, brodsky. On day 2, a traveling caravan showed up at the farmer's place. I haggled with them a bit, sold some herbs I'd gathered along the way, and bought myself an Ushanka hat and some new clothes. Today I decided to head deeper into the wasteland and finally land my first job. They sold me clothes with bed bugs in them. Just lovely. Soon after, I stumbled onto a settlement called Covenant, where I'd figured I'd finally land my first job. Turns out getting in wasn't going to be that easy. To make sure I was a worthy member of society, the local security guy insisted on giving me an interview first.
You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and...
I'm gonna change his mess.
I'd replace his blood pressure medicine with sugar pills.
Test over. You passed.
The best surprise waiting for me here was the doctor who took every single cap I had, but also cured me of literally every disease I'd managed to pick up along the way. That's where the good news ended. Even though everyone here was super friendly and the mayor let me stay as long as I needed, turns out nobody actually needed my help. Okay, that's not entirely true. This one buff guy did try to push a quest on me, but I can't take those. So that sent me heading west, where I stumbled onto a scene of two raiders having a very intense conversation with a woman at a diner. Looked like a serious fight was about to break out. Any second now. Any minute. Okay, I guess I'll just handle this myself. The owner of the diner turned out to be a nice woman named Trudy. I told her I was looking for work and wouldn't you know it, she just happened to have an interesting opening available. To sign up, all I had to do was walk over to a box on the side of the diner. I am officially a courier now! Well, technically not exactly a courier, more like a finder of needed things. But basically, yeah, a courier. I just track down stuff people need and get paid caps for it. Fucking mosquitoes! No! Before I show you how much I made grinding this job for 10 real hours, roughly a week of in-game time, let me tell you what it actually felt like. It was boring, like literally the any job levels of boring. But that long grind of routine revealed something kind of fascinating. Somehow just doing the same thing over and over, coming back to the same place again and again, I genuinely started to feel at home here. I actually started feeling something like empathy toward Trudy, having imaginary little chats with her in my head about the weather, about annoying giant mosquitoes, or just telling her the same joke that I told yesterday. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. That total lack of entertainment made the most mundane events feel genuinely memorable. The first harvest, stumbling on a weird pile of stacked cars that was clearly a Stonehenge reference, or meeting a trader whose entire house was decorated with drawings of cats and, well, actually cats too. Funny enough, this trader also has 4 little graves in his backyard. And judging by the size of those graves compared to me... Yeah, they were cats, alright? Brother, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. So anyway, I made 7 caps. 7 caps for all that. That's literally all I had left after blowing every single cap I earned on supplies and medicine I needed for my next crab search. Yeah, urinary tract infection, that's what I need right now. My HP would drop just from holding it in too long without taking a dump. Gary, you literally took a shit 15 minutes ago, what the fuck? But things got so bad that even my last friend abandoned me. My dog mate. I'm sad because of this. Convinced I'd never see my wife and daughter alive and well again, I thought this was the end for me. But then I saw them. Big tough guys with big tough guns.
The mercenaries.
They strolled around with a minigun, striking fear into anyone who got close. And after witnessing this, yeah, these guys are definitely getting paid well. So I went to Diamond City and set up my own mercenary hiring business right outside the main gate. Check out my cool secretary and office, by the way. Come on, girl! Come on! Lightweight, baby! Lightweight, yes! Yeah! Yes! Come on. One more! Lightweight! Lightweight! So what exactly does being a mercenary businessman involve? I woke up to my girl, ask about new jobs, she gives me the rundown on what's going down, and sends me off to meet the client. Depending on the job, I can accept it, turn it down, or even haggle for more caps.
Which I did every single time.
I got hired as a paid assassin to take out a raider who beats women, as a bounty hunter to physically escort a criminal to the authorities and make sure he didn't escape, and even as a regular courier again.
That's my brothers. Who did this? Did you do this? Did someone send you? Are you here to kill me too? Stay away from me.
But the most interesting mission by far was the one where I got hired as a bodyguard, and not just any bodyguard. I had to disguise myself as a raider so my client, who was also disguised as a raider, could pull off a drug deal with an actual raider gang, all while I still had every chance to completely screw it up. Raiders, by the way, generally won't attack you while you're disguised. Just don't use the toilet in front of them. All in all, over this entire run, I earned 12,000 caps! Yeah, I got a little carried away, I know, but with that money I bought myself weapons. What the? Armor, medicine, and enough supplies to finally go see my wife and kid again. Gary's wife and kid, to be precise.
Daddy's home, Mama.
I knew you could make it, honey.
Don't leave the gas stove on, folks. That's the real lesson here.